It's Royal Rumble time, and this year it's a good one. Marquee matches, Royal Rumble unpredictability, variety, and most importantly, WrestleMania main event worthy matches. Can Doudrop drop Becky Lynch and win the WWE Raw Women's Championship? It's a question that keeps me awake at night. And there are a lot of rumors surrounding the pay-per-view. Will we see Ronda Rousey? Will we see The Rock? Will we see Veer? Will we see AEW talent in the Royal Rumble? One thing's for sure, we all hope one of them will come. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my Royal Rumble 2022 predictions video. And yes, Royal Rumble didn't really have a great build. It was okay at best, but it's one of these pay-per-views that doesn't even need a build. You can basically take a break from the WWE and just jump straight into the pay-per-view and you will care. And this year I'm not necessarily saying that we are getting a bad card. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh because at the end of the day, outside of the Royal Rumble matches, the build was pretty good. It just feels like they didn't really focus on the Royal Rumble matches. So let's talk about it. Now before we continue, I need to ask you for a favor, ladies and gentlemen. You wanna grow your peepees, right? You wanna grow your Coco Jumbos to the moon? Well, then check out my video on Greatness TV. I've just posted it, and it's me talking about a girl pretending to be a dog on TikTok. I think it's one of my better videos in a while, so check that out. Subscribe to my other channel. If you like my Reddit videos or just my comedy in general, I'm sure you will like it. Thank you very much. 30 Women Royal Rumble match. And WWE did us all a huge favor by making sure we don't get any surprises. I hate these. Yeah, we basically have all the women announced. Even legends like Kelly Kelly, Mickie James, Lita, the Bella Twins, Michelle McCool, Summer Rae. I know why WWE are doing it, to sell the tickets, but wouldn't it be enough to announce like Lita? And then keep women like Kelly Kelly or Michelle McCool or the Bella Twins or Summer Rae as surprises. You know, I'm excited to see them, but it's not like they're going to sell a lot of tickets anyway. They would have been very cool surprises. And ever since Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship, WWE became so unpredictable. I have no idea who's going to win the Rumble matches. Honestly, no idea. Even while recording this video, I'm trying to decide who am I going to pick. So, yeah, I've heard rumors that Ronda Rousey could be returning, and I don't know how legit they are. So I'm going to pull out a wild card right here, and I'm going to choose Ronda Rousey, even though I don't necessarily believe that's going to happen, but there is a possibility, and I would like to be right. Doudrop versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. This should not be on the card. I mean, okay, fair enough. She's getting a push. I'm happy for her. But this match has kickoff show vibes all over it. Yeah, Becky is retaining. It's pretty obvious. You know, at least when we saw Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch, we had that kind of unpredictability because Liv Morgan is the underdog. She might win the championship one day. And this one is just, it's obvious. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maryse. This is the second match of the rivalry, and the build was, at first, it felt really personal. I know it was forced, but at least it had something different compared to anything else in the WWE. And then it became a typical couple storyline, and it's not a bad one. I like the way WWE booked Edge and Beth, but Miz and Maryse have zero credibility. It works for Maryse. In kayfabe, she's not necessarily a wrestler anymore. But The Miz feels like a joke in this one, and that's kind of a shame. You know, back when we had The Miz versus John Cena with Bella and Maryse, then it felt like The Miz could actually pull it off. It just feels like over the years The Miz is getting weaker and weaker. Now obviously it's the WWE, it works a bit differently, so we are going to see them cheating, and The Miz and Maryse, I believe, are going to win the match. And then we'll have another one. Because last time Edge won, so I assume this time The Miz should win, I guess. 30-man Royal Rumble match. Again, way too many people are being announced, but we don't necessarily see any surprise entrants being announced, so I'm happy with that. By God, if they say that Veer is going to be at the Royal Rumble and they don't allow me to be surprised by his coming, That would be such a shame. I want to be surprised. I want to be entertained by years coming. It's a tough one. Like I've said, ever since Brock Lesnar became the WWE champion, it's really impossible to predict. But I'm gonna say Big E. Big E is going to be my prediction. I don't even know why. I guess because he got really screwed. And WWE might wanna put Big E in a WrestleMania WWE Championship match. I'm not sure. I have no idea. It's really hard to predict, but I'm gonna go with Big E. If not Big E, it's going to be either Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. This way we're gonna get that Universal Champion. I assume Brock Lesnar could win. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Big E. The WWE Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. A very marquee match. Like I've said, these two championship main events feel like WrestleMania-worthy main events, and in a way, I kinda feel like WWE are wasting these matches. I know Royal Rumble is a big pay-per-view, but this looks like WrestleMania. I mean, I don't mind seeing Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again, but if I'm being honest, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at this point is not more interesting to me than Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. We've seen it quite a few times already, and I won't mind seeing it again. I'm just saying, it's not as interesting. Now, obviously, during this rivalry, we saw this different side of Brock Lesnar, and every week the man just keeps getting funnier and funnier. This is the best version of Brock Lesnar we ever saw. And oh boy, do I like to see my favorite farmer being happy. Like, this time around, it actually feels like Brock Lesnar is excited to be in the WWE ring. Now, it's a tricky one. There is a possibility Brock Lesnar could lose the championship and win the Royal Rumble match, or both. It's really hard to predict. Now, since my prediction is Big E, I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley in this one, even though I know it's very unlikely. My prediction is going to be Bobby Lashley. This way, Brock Lesnar can go back to Roman Reigns, and you know how it works. And finally, the WWE Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. Usos are barred from ringside. Another marquee match. I know we've seen this before, but this time around, it's really, really different. Both are heels. Both have much better characters than they had before, and it's been a while since we've seen them in a match, so it's really different, and goes to show you how much a character change can make everything different. I mean, same goes for Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns was still a babyface, I would hate seeing another Roman versus Brock match, but it feels completely different now. And the story is pretty okay as well, you know, focusing on the Shield, mentioning Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley. It's easy, it's kinda lazy, but it does work. Now, my prediction is going to be Roman Reigns, even though we have rumors that Seth Rollins might win the championship. I just don't see that happening, and it wouldn't really make much sense. Even though I would love to see Seth Rollins as the champion, I just don't believe like Roman Reigns should lose the championship like that. We need something a bit more important, something more significant. It needs to be a bigger deal in a bigger rivalry, and even if it's Seth Rollins winning the championship from Roman Reigns, not right now. It needs to happen at WrestleMania, and it needs to be a big deal. So these are my Royal Rumble predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to leave yours in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to check out my video on Greatness TV. Like I've said, it's me talking about a girl pretending to be a dog on TikTok. It's pretty hilarious, so cringe with me. Thank you very much. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.